Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? Yes, my name is Kent. The channel is Bitcoin and AI, and those are two topics I'm going to cover here tonight: is AI and Bitcoin. And because those are the two technologies that are going to be, I know they're going to be around for my lifetime, and I think they're going to be, both of them have been transformative so far, but those are going to be two controlling technologies that are going to control the future, very near future, very, very near future. I would challenge you, but don't do it if you have the least bit of, what would you say? If you get a little bit uneasy about things very easily, don't take a deep dive into AI, because it'll scare you to death. I'm not wearing this cross right here because I want a good luck charm. I'm wearing this cross because I'm kind of worried, and there's a lot to be worried about with AI. And let me talk to you about one of the things I'm concerned about as far as my research on AI is concerned. The one thing I know that AI does really, really, really well, so well that nobody can compete with AI, is programming, computer programming. So computer programmers have played a pretty important role in the age of technology. You know, you got Elon Musk. He takes a little CD-ROM with the maps on it. He converts it to the internet. Starts his little business where then everybody pays him to be on the internet for their business location. Bang, he's got money, lots of money, and he starts PayPal, and you know the rest from there. Starts the company Tesla, and now he's a billionaire, probably the world's richest man, and probably a guy that's got his fingers in almost, all the cutting edge stuff Elon Musk is involved with. Bitcoin, Tesla, space age, everything, SpaceX. He's got his, and that's why he's so big on Twitter. He owns Twitter now. I mean, he's really got his pulse on things. But how did he start? He started out by programming. He was a programmer. I don't know how good a programmer he was, but he started out being able to write code. Somebody else that been very instrumental in the technology age is Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook. It's one of the biggest social media platforms in the world. Probably one of the most successful social media platform in the world. Probably close. You could argue others, but probably Facebook. How did he get started? Started out writing code in his Harvard dorm room. I think those two brothers, I can't remember what their brothers' names are, but those two twins tried to sue him because they thought it was their idea, but Zuckerberg was the one that brought it to them. He's the one that developed the company. So Zuckerberg starts out as a programmer. Programming. In fact, I heard him one time say that he wouldn't want to sell Facebook because he liked it. He liked programming it and getting it refined and better, and that's all he thought he wanted to do for the rest of his life. So he had no reason to sell the company. I'm having fun programming this thing and building it and building it and building. Probably one of the few people I've ever heard that actually likes programming. And that's a really good point. The point I know is that I started programming a long time ago too, in 1990. I went down to a little 1990, probably 1999, 98, a community college, and learned HTML. And at the time, what you did, you open up Notepad, you put a HTML code, and then you'd upload it and you'd see it online. And it was really cool, but that's about as far as my programming got, because I didn't like to do it. Try to learn a little Ruby on Rails, try to learn a little C++, but every time I delved into it, it was just more than I wanted to deal with. I mean, every time there was a problem, I didn't want to sit down and figure it out. And I think that's most people. So I think most people, they don't really like to code, and especially today, because the coding's actually gotten to be a lot less as far as the lines are concerned, because we've educated the machine to do a lot of the redundancy. Back in the day when I was coding, it was dumb. Machines are dumb. Today, the machines are smart. So machines actually learn how to make shortcuts for us when we're programming, so that the coding has become a lot less. So I think most of the people aren't. I think handwritten, people typing out code, writing that right now is getting to be very rare. And it's going to get even rarer. It's going to be like owning a typewriter or a slide rule. That's about how rare it's going to become to be hand coding stuff. It's just not going to happen anymore. Because the one thing artificial intelligence does better than anything is it writes code. So our future is in the hands of artificial intelligence writing code, because we are in a digital world. Our world is digital. Everything we do is digital. The banking's digital. Our most of us are online most of the day. Since the pandemic, a lot of people work from home, so they're on their computers all day long. So they're digital. Bitcoin is digital. Everything is digital. How you doing? It's shooting this way. There you go. Wave again.
Now we'll say hello.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. So friendly folks. Thank you. So yeah, Bitcoin is digital. The computer's digital. We're in a digital age. Everything's digital. So what does AI do? It codes better than anybody, and it doesn't get tired. It doesn't care about redundancies, and it can put together code quicker and faster than anybody. Everybody says, hey, I run my code on ChatGPT, and guess what? It fixed my errors and it made it run quicker. It made it run better. So even the best coders I've listened to say, I ran my code on AI and it fixed it and fixed the problems, and it wrote it better than I would have ever written it. And furthermore, I'm not writing much code anymore anyway, because it just isn't done anymore because of the first of all, there's a lot of libraries out there with a lot of coding. You got GitHub and all this other stuff with code. So the code writers were the leaders of the digital age, and now the ultimate code writer will be AI, and that's going to control the future. Which the future is in the hands of AI, because AI is going to code almost everything in the future. From here on out, almost anybody will not take the time to sit down and type out code. They will simply go to ChatGPT or some other AI platform and generate the code through that way, because it's much simpler, much easier, and it does a much better job. So all the code is going to be generated by AI, which is bad enough. There will be nobody anymore. I think that people will forget how to code. I don't even think it'll be anything people think about anymore. It'll be something that it's just automatically done. As long as you can speak it or type it, nobody's going to learn how to code anymore, because it's over with. Coders are finished. They're done. It's not going to happen, because the coders are the people that probably know most about AI, because they're involved with technology. So they're obviously using it, and when they use it and they say how well it works, they're just going to say, hey, I'm done coding. I'm just going to do everything through ChatGPT. All I need to do is do the right prompt. If I give it the right prompt, it's going to give me the right answer. The real skill in today's world is giving it the right prompt. And of course, what do? You go to ChatGPT and ask it for the prompt. So not only do we let ChatGPT code out whatever project you're working on, you ask ChatGPT what the prompt is to work on the problem that I'm going to code. So you just get the prompt from ChatGPT, and you work from there. So everything is controlled through ChatGPT. They write the code. The code is going to be distributed through through artificial intelligence. And think about this: once artificial intelligence starts writing all the code, it's going to start communicating with other artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence communicating with other artificial intelligence through code. And ultimately what's going to happen, where the control will be lost, is when machines start talking to one another, and we no longer involved. We no longer understand the machine language, because now it's evolved to where it's simply something that is completely unintelligible to us, because they're basically speaking in a mathematical abbreviation. So we use common language. I'm speaking right now in English language with words and sentences, but the AI will not do that. AI will simply just communicate in a mathematical way, and we won't even understand how it's communicating. It's going to communicate in such a way that it's going to be over our heads, because first of all, it's going to be more intelligent than we are, and secondly, it's going to do it in such a way that it's going to move machine, AI to AI, and it will just generate the code, and it will do it in a way that it learns the quickest, and learns shorthand to communicate with the machines that it needs to communicate in order to do whatever task it is that it's doing. So you're going to have the code all generated by the machines, and then you're going to have the machines talking to the machines. And the machines are going to be talking in such advanced language that we as human beings will not understand it, and it will get out of our hands, and we will be over our heads before we even know what happened. And the next thing you know, all the code is generated by machines, and there's nobody on earth that can understand it, or nobody on earth that can interpret the machine language, because it's gotten that advanced. That is what I'm scared of happening. And the other thing I want to bring into this is I want to bring the fact in that if you don't think we're going to a digital currency 100%, you are crazy. We are going 100% into digital currencies, because digital currencies fit with the digital world and with artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence is going to control all the activity as far as the internet's concerned and as far as what's going on online, because it's all digital. So there will be no cash. There will be no more fiat currencies. It's all going to be some sort of digital currency. I think right now, of course, I think my feeling is Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's already up and running, it's established, and it's already used. And the other thing about Bitcoin, and I would mention this, I made a video about this today, an AI video, but Bitcoin is in the process they'll be having here in the first part of next year. We don't know when, probably sometime in April, late April, Bitcoin will be having, which will be a pretty good time to get involved with Bitcoin. Because usually on the halving, what happens? The mining rewards get less, it makes it more difficult, the rewards are harder to earn, so the price goes up, and plus it reduces supply. So Bitcoin and AI are going to be two transformative technologies. They're really going to take over this world very quickly. And I'm looking around here tonight, and I don't think this street's going to look this way in a year. I just don't think it will. I was just at the grocery store. I mean, we're here in San Diego, or Carlsbad, which is North County, San Diego, nice area, nice time of the year. I'm in a grocery store and there's like 5 people in there. I'm thinking to myself, how in the world can this grocery store stay open with 5 people? I mean, you got coolers, you got lights, you got employees, and everything going on. Everything's still going on. There's a train, I hear a train in the background. But how do they keep that business going? And I think there's going to be a lot of that going on in the near future. There's going to be a lot of business closures and a lot of people laid off. So yeah, AI is transforming everything. And the main thing it's transforming right now is our ability to communicate digitally. And that's the part really that I'm scared of. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.